Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be ranking all the Wimpy Kid books updated version. I don't remember how much books I ranked last time. I think I ranked 1 for 8. Now we're going to rank the whole books. So, let's get right into it. Alright, first up we have the original. And I like this book. I mean, it started the series. I think it's a pretty decent book. I'm going to give this book an A tier because, you know, it's a good book. And without it, series we would not have. Alright, next up we got Roger Rules. I'm gonna put this book also in A tier. I know some people are gonna be upset with me because people love this book and say it is their favorite book, but honestly, from my memory, I think it's A tier. It was a pretty good book from what I remember, but I mainly just remember all the movies. Alright, next up we have Last Straw. This one I really like Last Straw. Last Straw might be my favorite book, S tier. It's just great. I mean, the dad is involved with it a lot. The story is great. Probably he'll just get the guest at the end. Or something. Yeah, good book. Okay, next we have Dog Days. I really like the same feeling about this book. And I really just like this book too. It's just really good. Alright, next we have S tier. Alright, now we have Ugly Truth. I don't really remember like anything about Ugly Truth. I don't know, it's just, I don't really get Ugly Truth. I don't even understand what even happened in this book. I'm gonna give this book a C tier. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because I don't get Greg getting older, but I'm just saying, I don't really know if this book's that good. Okay, next up we have Cabin Fever. I really like this book too. Being stuck inside with all the snow being in, that's just a really good concept that I really like. Okay, now we have the third reel. Sorry. I think this book is... It used to be my favorite book when I didn't read any of the Wimpy Kid books, but now I understand what is wrong with me. This is not the best book. Far from it. I'm gonna give this book a B tier. I think it's fine from my memory. I do like the beginning when Greg talks about he remembers what he was before he even existed, although we all know that's not even true. That's mainly the part I remember. But yeah. Okay, next we got Hard Luck. And I reread this week, and I really love Hard Luck. Hard Luck is just so good. I love the concept of Greg not being friends with Rowley and Greg being on his own, having to make new friends. The book is amazing. The diamond ring, Fregley, you know, he's kind of weird. The magic 8 balls. Literally the whole book, kind of. But, yeah, I really like Hard Luck. Next up, we have The Long Haul. It's kind of hard for me to remember the book, because I don't really remember although from my memory, what am I saying? I just said I didn't even okay, but Long Haul. It's about a road trip and Greg Heffley and his family go on the road trip. I think it's a fun little adventure. I think it's fun. I like it. I'm gonna give this book a B tier. Maybe when I reread it, I will reconsider. Alright, next we have Old School. Old School is really underrated for me. I feel like no one talks about Old School. Like, Old School is so underrated. And I just really like Old School either way. It's just a concept that most people didn't really like that I actually did. I thought it was... I thought the concept was really good. I think it was cool. Just like going to watch and like... Yeah, just being in old times. A tier. I like this book. Okay, now we have Double Down. F tier. This book sucks. It's so bad. I cannot tell you how bad this book is. Literally, the book is so bad, it's hard for me to even remember what even happens. Because there's not even a specific plot for anyone to remember what's even happening about this book. Because in this book, it's just random stuff. Some people like it being all over the top and not having a plot, but I don't know. This book is just not good. I don't know. who actually liked this book. If this book is your favorite in the series, I think you have a problem. Next, we have The Getaway. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but S tier. I really like this book. I really like the vacation vibes of in this book. I like how they went on the plane this time, and the setting is good, just the stories are good. And every time I read it, it makes me want to go on a vacation. So, yeah. And it takes place in Christmas time, too. Or at least according to the book. Now we got The Meltdown. Another good book. This book is pretty good. I like how this time Greg is in the snow instead of being out of the snow. I like this concept, and the fight at the end is, of course, really cool. So I'm gonna give this book an A tier. I think it was pretty good. Okay, now we got Wrecking Ball. I think younger me would have said this book is really good, but this book is really not that good. Just everything, just random stuff happens. I remember just reading this, and I really just don't remember. Although, this was a book that I really wanted, I think, and was excited for. But this book is just weird. I'm gonna give this book C tier. C or D, you could say. I'll put it in D, because it's not really that good. Next, we have The Deep End. Also not really a great book. It's another road trip for the billionth time. Guys, I'm so happy. It just literally random stuff happens. It just doesn't even make any sense. They go in the water, they do some stuff. Greg meets new friends. It's a camping trip. Grandma's house or something. And this big storm comes and it's not even relatable. And then Manny saves the day. What even happens? I don't know. This book is not that great. I'll give this book a C tier. I think it could have been better. Okay, next we have Big Shot. Once we hit Big Shot, the book started to get good, and it really went down. But yeah. So let's talk about Big Shot. I think Big Shot is a pretty good book. I like how it sticks to one plot, and that's it. I am not a sports fan. Like, I don't really care about sports unless it's like a team that I root for. So you would think that I put this book in low because of it, but I think it's still pretty decent. They do stick to one plot, and the one plot is actually pretty good. And yeah, I don't really have much to say about Big Shot, but I think Big Shot's a pretty decent book. So I'm going to give Big Shot a B tier. Okay, now we have Diaper Overload. Diaper Overload is a good book. This book heavily focuses on Roderick, which is pretty good. I like how it focuses on Roderick. But it's bad. I'm just kidding. You thought I was going to put an E tier. I do like this book. It's pretty good. I like how just Roderick does a lot of stuff. It's basically just Roderick's book, Roderick Rules 2, which I like because Roderick Rules I liked. So I obviously like a sequel to that book. Also, the cover to this book is just really cool. I like how this is one of the only covers, not counting the do-it-yourself book, that Greg is not sad. Because in the do-it-yourself book, he's happy, but does that really count? So, I really like this book. I think this book is pretty good. But because I need to reread it, I'm going to give this book another B tier. Sorry if this is repetitive. Okay, now we have No Brainer. No Brainer. I thought No Brainer was going to be good. I actually thought it was going to be good. It looked kind of decent. But No Brainer is just all over the place. It's not really that good or enjoyable at all. I mean, the cover makes it look fine, like you want to pick it up maybe and just look at it, but just No Brainer's not really that good. The plot is weird, and I mean, I do like the fudge dogs part. Like, I like that because, like, it's the school's thing. That's, like, the one part that I actually liked. But then at the end, the fudge dog thing is just the other neighborhood's thing, which is annoying. So, yeah. All that, and now it's not even theirs anymore. And this book is just not that great. But the school is setting. So, I'm gonna give this book either a C or a D. I think I would give this book, yeah, probably in the middle, maybe D tier, maybe D. I don't know. I'll get, you know what? I'll give it a C. I don't think it's god awful, but it's not good. Next we have Hot Mess, and I sadly I don't own this one. I haven't got Hot Mess yet. I'm sorry. If I did get Hot Mess, I heard it's a pretty good book. I've heard it's like decent. I haven't watched like reviews on it because I'm with spoilers, but I don't think it will be that bad. I'm expecting it to be like B tier. Although I've heard it might be another road trip movie. Road trip books B tier? No, probably not. So, if I had to rank it, I'd probably give it a B tier. But I don't own the book, so I'm gonna put it in this tier. Alright, so for a little bonus, I'm gonna rank these books. So, here we have the Rowley Jefferson Journal. The first time I read it, I really liked it when I was a kid. But, even though I haven't reread it, this book is kind of mid. I mean, it's literally just Greg saying, make it about me! And it's just about Greg the whole time. It's not really about Rowley. It's about Rowley and Greg. So, yeah. So I'm gonna give this book like a B tier. I'll put it like right here. Now we have the sequel. As a kid, when this came out, I was really excited. And I really wanted it. And I really liked it, I think. But now, just looking back on it, I can remember the story pretty well. Not most of it, but just the characters are weird. The plot is weird. Greg's always talking about money. Rethinking about this book is not really that good. I'm gonna give this book D tier. Next we have Spooky Stories. I got this book, but I never finished it, so I can't rank it. But from what I've read, it's kind of a C tier because it's not really about Rowley at all. If I had to rank it, even though I can't rank it yet, I'd put it here. But I never finished, so I'm not gonna rank it. Okay, now we have these books. These books don't really count, but I'll still rank them. The do-it-yourself book. From what it offers, I like it. Because it offers good stuff. It's good activities. You can write all about yourself. I'm gonna give this book an A tier. Alright, next we have The Diary. I never really read this. I own it, but yeah. So I'm not gonna rank this one because I never really read the whole thing. Alright, but I do remember one story. I brought this book to school, and the first page is the actor for Greg as a baby, and all these kids were coming up to me and being like, oh my god. Anyways, now we have the final book on here. Wimpy Kid Movie Diary. The Wimpy Kid Movie Diary 2. I don't own this book. And either way, it sucks, because it's about long. But I never read it, so I'm gonna put it here. And I don't even own it.